When the Great Spirit made the saltwater inlet that now has the city of Vancouver on its shores, he placed my family on the land. We are Tsleil-Waututh, people of the inlet. He transformed my grandfather from a wolf into a young boy. My grandfather lived and learned in this new environment. He learned from everything around him how to survive. He was taught by the salmon about the circle of life. The salmon will leave its birth stream and travel the highways of the ocean, eventually returning back to the place they were born to give life and die. He learned from the little birds when the berries were going to be ripe on top of the mountain. He learned how to protect and shelter himself by using the cedar tree. The cedar is used to make canoes and spears for fishing and longhouses to live in. Whenever he learned something new, he would return to a cliff that overlooked the saltwater. He would pray and give thanks to the Great Spirit. He grew in harmony. As he entered adulthood, he noticed that he was the only one with no fur, or no feathers, or no fins, and he was the only one that walked on two legs. This pained his heart. He returned to the cliff to ask the Great Spirit for help. The Great Spirit gave him a vision, which he followed. He dove off the cliff and down deep into the water until he reached the bottom. Then he grabbed 2 handfuls of earth and rock and sediment. With his hands full, he swam back to the top. He made a large circle on the shores of the water and cleaned the circle. He placed the cedar boughs in the middle of the circle. Then he placed what he'd gathered from the bottom of the sea on the top of the cedar, and he fell asleep. The next morning he was awakened by the first light of the sun. When he opened his eyes, he saw, lying beside him, our first grandmother born from the womb of the sea. The Great Spirit spoke to them. The Great Spirit told them to treat each other with love and respect. The Great Spirit told my grandfather that she carries the knowledge of Mother Earth, the ability to give life. The Great Spirit told him to love and honor and respect her. This will ensure your children flourish. In honor of my first grandmother, I will sing the nature song. It is a tribute to the wind, the sun, everything we take from the earth, and to Mother Earth herself. It is a tribute to all mothers.